Have you ever watched your entire life collapse in front of hundreds of people, only to see the same people who humiliated you lose everything less than 24 hours later? That's exactly what happened to me the night my wife walked away with another man. He tossed a single-dollar bill at my feet and laughed. Everyone thought I was the loser. By sunrise, they were begging for mercy. My name is Ethan Brooks, a 38-year-old business consultant from Chicago. For 12 years, I had been married to my wife, Vanessa. She was beautiful, ambitious, and obsessed with status. When we first met, she loved my kindness and work ethic. But over the years, she became more interested in money, luxury, and appearances than anything else. The breaking point came at a charity gala hosted by one of the city's wealthiest social clubs. Vanessa spent weeks preparing for the event. She bought an expensive dress, hired a makeup artist, and repeatedly reminded me not to embarrass her. The moment we arrived, I noticed something different. Vanessa wasn't interested in spending time with me. Instead, she kept staring across the ballroom at a man surrounded by admirers. His name was Damien Cross, a flashy real estate investor famous for showing off his wealth. Throughout the evening, Vanessa drifted farther away from me and closer to him. I tried to ignore it. Then I saw them laughing together near the champagne table. An hour later, they were dancing. Another hour passed, and she barely spoke to me. Finally, I walked over. "Vanessa, can we talk?" She rolled her eyes. Before she could answer, Damien stepped between us. "You bothering her?" he asked with a smirk. "No," I replied calmly. "I'm talking to my wife." The room suddenly became quiet. Damien laughed. "Your wife? That's surprising." People nearby chuckled. Then Vanessa did something I never expected. She slipped her arm around Damien's waist. "Maybe not for much longer," she said. The crowd gasped. I felt like someone had punched me in the chest. "Vanessa," I whispered. She didn't even look guilty. Instead, she smiled. "Look at yourself, Ethan. You're boring. You're average. Damien actually knows how to live." The humiliation was unbearable, but Damien wasn't finished. He reached into his pocket, pulled out a crisp $1 bill, and flicked it toward my chest. The bill floated to the floor. "There," he said loudly. "Buy yourself some dignity." The entire room erupted with laughter. Vanessa grabbed Damien's hand. Without a second glance, she walked out of the ballroom beside him. Everyone watched, everyone judged, and I stood there alone. What nobody knew was that I wasn't just another guest. 3 years earlier, I had quietly become the majority investor in the financial group backing Damien's entire real estate empire. I preferred privacy and rarely appeared in public business circles. Most people had no idea who I was, including Damien. That night, I went home, sat in my office, and reviewed every document connected to his company. The more I looked, the worse it became. Fraudulent reports, hidden debts, misused investor funds. The evidence was overwhelming. At 6 a.m., I contacted my legal team. At 8 a.m., emergency meetings began. At 10 a.m., investors started pulling out. At noon, regulators were notified. By evening, Damien's empire was collapsing. The next morning, every major business website carried the same story. His company was under investigation. Funding had vanished. Projects were frozen. Accounts were locked. Millions of dollars disappeared overnight. And Vanessa? She learned the truth the hard way. Around 9 o'clock that morning, my phone rang. Her name appeared on the screen. For a moment, I considered ignoring it. Then I answered. "Ethan," she cried, "please tell me this isn't real." "It is." "But Damien said everything was fine." I laughed softly. "Damien says a lot of things." Her voice trembled. "I made a mistake." "Yes," I replied. "You have to help us." "Us?" Silence. Then she began sobbing. "Please, I want to come home." For years, I had imagined hearing those words, but now they meant nothing. The woman who once promised to stand beside me had traded our marriage for wealth and attention. The moment the money disappeared, so did her loyalty. "You didn't leave because you stopped loving me," I said. "You left because you thought you found someone richer." "Ethan, please." "No." I hung up. That afternoon, there was another knock at my door. This time, It was Damien. Gone was the confident millionaire from the gala. His expensive suit looked wrinkled. Dark circles sat under his eyes. "Mr. Brooks," he said nervously, "can we talk?" I stared at him. The same man who had thrown $1 at me now looked terrified. "I think we're done talking." "Please," he begged. "I didn't know who you were." I smiled. That was the point. His face turned pale. "Just give me one chance." I reached into my wallet, pulled out a single-dollar bill, and handed it to him. "Buy yourself some dignity." The color drained from his face. Then I closed the door. By the end of the week, Vanessa and Damien were finished. Their relationship collapsed under pressure, lawsuits, and public embarrassment. As for me, I finally understood something important. The greatest revenge isn't destroying the people who betray you. It's refusing to let their betrayal destroy you. The night they laughed at me, they thought I had lost everything. The truth was much simpler. I lost two people who valued money more than loyalty, and they lost the one person who could have saved them.